Hello everyone. Every now and again we have a question come through from you, our audience, and we look at it and we think, now that would make a good video. So here's today's video topic. It's from Peter Dovey. He sent us a question. Hi Peter, I know that you've been watching us for quite a while. And he says, as you know, Cornwall attracts loads of tourists. Does the amount of tourists get on your nerves and annoy you? Be honest, it would me. So we're here today in Fowey. We're going to take a look around at the impact that tourism has on a town in Cornwall and try and answer that question for you. Are tourists annoying?
Yes.
I would qualify that and say it depends. It depends what you're trying to do. Wow. You wouldn't sleep at night, would you? No. So when I say it depends what you're trying to do, if you're trying to go about your everyday business, so like getting to work in the mornings, maybe just going to the shops, or even on a hot day, you want to nip down the beach. In the summertime, there's no nipping anywhere.
No, you have to manage your time a bit better.
And you have to think ahead for maybe even get a car parking space. In the usual places in the winter where it's quiet, it will definitely not be quiet in the summer.
It tends to cost more in the summer as well, because lots of places put their prices up.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to go out and go out spontaneously and have a meal, you can't. There's no spontaneous, is there? You've got to book something up.
Yeah, you've got to act like a tourist in tourist season, and that's the other side of the equation, if you like. If you're doing like us today and you're just having a nice mooch around a town, tourism is all part and parcel of it, isn't it? It doesn't impact you as much as long as you can get that all precious car parking space.
Yes, but the important thing is tourists bring their money, and we can't survive for the whole year without tourist pound.
Very true. So let's see what impact it has on Fowey and ask, has it always been this way? The upside to living in a touristy area like Cornwall is that most properties look their best. It's rare to see a dilapidated building these days. The downside to that is that increases demand and inflates prices. The tourist love affair with Cornwall, though, has waxed and waned over the years. This book by Royal Regatta is called Cornish Harbours. He visited Cornwall in the early 1950s, published in 1951, and he came to Fowey and he was mesmerised by it. In fact, the chapter is introduced using a quote from Richard Carew, and he says, "The glory of Fowey," wrote Richard Carew, "in the reign of Queen Elizabeth is her harbour, and this is still true today. For although the town itself has many attractions, not the least of which is an absence of charabancs, it is surely because it is a picturesque setting that Fowey is now famous. And its beauty lies not in the ancient buildings and winding streets, but in the wonderful views up and down the River Fowey." And he goes on to say how at this point it wasn't really on the tourist map. So in 1951, Fowey wasn't really visited by tourists. There's the Badinic ferry, Andrew. It's almost as if we timed it.
That's perfect, isn't it? So when Roland Roddice visited, I think he said 1951, this is what the Badinic ferry looked like. It's amazing, isn't it? So there's just 2 cars on there. I think the current one can take maybe 15, I think. But this is like a floating raft, and there is some sort of boat there with some sort of motor on which would have powered it across.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He describes it as a Heath Robinson contraption.
Coupled together, in other words, yeah. So it does look quite precarious, and I think Roland Roddice was correct, because in the museum there are photographs of a car that was dragged up from the riverbed by divers after falling off that particular raft and motorboat contraption, that Badinic ferry as it was. So yes, I don't think it was altogether very stable. Today's video is brought to you in partnership with Wild, and this is their latest refillable stick deodorant case, and it features Disney Winnie the Pooh and his friends to celebrate their 100th anniversary. Can you believe Winnie the Pooh has been around for 100 years? To go with the case, there is a new scent. It's milk and honey. So imagine smooth, creamy milk with warm golden honey, and the blend of smells is amazing. So I'm going to show you how this fits inside the case. Make sure that the case is fully wound down. The bottom pops off, the refill sits neatly on top, and you simply click the case back on. The top comes off and you wind it up and you're ready to go. This is irresistible. It makes me want to go and find a piece of bread and slather it with honey. It's such a lovely fragrance. One of the reasons I love partnering with Wild is because of their ethics. They want to rid our bathrooms of single-use plastics, and by buying a case from them with a refillable deodorant, it's a really good quality case, by the way, you are reducing the amount of single-use plastics going into landfill. So this is obviously a stick deodorant refill case. They also do a roll-on deodorant. There's a lip balm and there's a body wash. And if you're interested, you can either follow the link in the description below or follow the QR code. It'll take you straight to Wild and give you a 20% discount for a limited time, quoting Cornish 2026. I think these products are so nostalgic and I love them. But let's get back to the video. Fowey has a long association with Daphne du Maurier. She was a novelist in the 1920s. Her first book was published when she was only 24, called The Loving Spirit. The White House over my shoulder there is called Ferryside, and that's where she was living at the time. And Fowey celebrates Daphne du Maurier once a year with a literary festival, really loosely based around her and everybody that they feel is important to the literary contribution of Fowey. And I believe, is it Wind in the Willows that's associated with Fowey Hall Hotel?
Kenneth Graham,
yes.
The author. Yes, he was a close friend of Charles Hanson, who was a wealthy guy that had it built. What is now Fowey Hall Hotel. He had it built as his residence in Fowey.
And it's a lovely place, isn't it? So it took about 10 years to build, I believe, and it was completed in 1899. And we're hoping to finish the video about there.
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
Because we're looking for one of the Fowey's most ancient buildings, which is near there. It's an old windmill. But more about that later. So Fowey is extra busy this week because it's regatta week. Like a lot of Cornish towns, there are weeks designated to special events in the street. And this one, at the moment, regatta week, we've got all the bunting up, houses are looking amazing. And it feels like a very vibrant place to be. One of the things about living in a tourist destination is that Cornwall, effectively being a tourist destination, is for sale, and it has to look pretty, especially places like Fowey. The downside to that is that every now and again, especially when you're out vlogging, there seems to be a workman with a noisy power tool, so it's quite funny that they start up just as I'm trying to film a beautiful quiet river scene. Effort to make the houses look really pretty, and whether they're like this one that's a holiday home, can you see that there, or whether you can kind of tell the ones that are lived in full time, because they'll have more flowers outside and they'll have windows full of plants and stuff like that. They all look amazing. It's a completely different atmosphere to an inland town in some respects. Today we have this book with us, Old Fowey Days by Commander Honourable Henry N. Shaw, RN. What a name, eh? He collected all sorts of anecdotes and history facts about Fowey and just basically piled them into a book in no particular order. He also had some beautiful plates for this book. See that particular corniche above the door there, that canopy? It's actually on the house just here at the end of 4th Street. Now there is an interesting story connected to this house. He goes on to explain how most of the houses... I think we need to go in. There's a delivery van. Should we wait for that to go through? So yeah, he goes on to explain how in Fowey there were a number of houses that had what were called water ports. At the back of the house would be a window or a door at a lower level, and on high tides boats would come up and deliver goods through that doorway. Anyway, ignoring the traffic. So yeah, these water gates were used to bring and unload deliveries to the houses. One particular story is how a Frenchman was in... I think it's more interesting what's going on behind.
Right, controversial, Sarah. I'm going to say I feel sorry for the delivery drivers having to deliver in Fowey.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, it is quite busy here today, isn't it? You've got the regatta week, you've obviously got it's August, we've had fantastic summer, lots of staycations. Those 3 factors together must be making it a bit of a nightmare. Anyway, let's get back to our story about the Watergate. So Henry Shaw does record in this book about the house behind me there. He says that there was an absence of an ornamental appendage, and it was accounted for like this. A former tenant, a Frenchman, finding after a brief sojourn there that business engagements of a pressing nature required his presence elsewhere, vanished from the scene. Took French leave, it is presumed, accompanied by the mantelpiece, shipped off, so is said, through the waterport. The Frenchman and the mantelpiece were never afterwards heard of. So after staying in that beautiful house, he took a shine to the beautiful carved mantelpiece and took it on a boat through the waterport, or the Watergate, at the back of the house, and it was gone forever.
This is a sketch, isn't it?
Yeah, and given that canopy over the door, and you look at the actual building, it is the correct building that we're talking about.
It's quite unique, isn't it?
It's a beautiful building. It used to be the post office.
Is that why it's got the clock in the window?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Stunning, yeah. Before we go any further,
Yeah.
do you want to see if we can get round the back of the mansion to see if we
Well,
can...
that was the suggestion, wasn't it? So
Yeah.
it was called a water port.
Or a water gate. So it's basically a lower level, foundation level, cellar level type entrance into the building at water height.
Right.
So we'd be looking at the back of the property to see if there's anything down below.
Okay, let's go and have a look.
Let's go and have a bit of a geek. Back of the house.
So it doesn't back onto the river,
Water
does it?
anymore.
Perhaps it might have done, maybe years ago.
Yeah.
It's literally just over there.
Yes. So there's a great big flat roof type corrugated roof affair. Perhaps that's a boathouse.
Oh, well, that would make complete sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So what, they invited a Frenchman to stay?
Yeah, it sounds like he just hired it, rented it for a while.
Right, what, Airbnb? what are we talking about? This must be like, what, 17th century, 18th? No,
It
it
doesn't
wouldn't be
know,
as
because
old as that, would it?
that book is like the turn of the 20th century, isn't it?
Right.
About 1897, 1905, that sort of period it was written. So yeah, it would have been probably Victorian era. He rented the house.
Yeah.
And scarpered with the fireplace.
And he took it out through this water port, which basically was some sort of rear entrance that went straight onto the river.
Yeah. Oh dear. And that's the type of anecdote we love.
He wouldn't be
isn't
getting
it?
his deposit back, would he? It's a great story though, isn't it?
It is.
It's a beautiful house as well, isn't it? It really is gorgeous.
Can you imagine what type of fireplace it could have been?
I know.
Okay, so it is busy. And the there isn't an empty shop. All of the shops have got people browsing, you've got tills ringing, and it is vibrant and really nice place to be.
But there's so much you see, and they're talking about the death of the high street, and a lot of the towns you walk around, you're going to see that, and lots of empty shops, lots of charity shops and things like that. I've even heard that charity shops can't afford the rents sometimes, you know?
Really?
Yeah, they're having to close down and stuff like that.
Don't they get tax breaks and all the rest of it?
Probably, but it's always busy, isn't it? All these shops seem to have, are open, aren't they? You know, they've got people trading there. Even got a toy shop, Sarah.
I know, and that's the extraordinary thing, isn't it, to actually see a toy shop. But then you think, where's the nearest big town? Sunostal, isn't it? And that's quite a way away. So I guess you have to provide for the local community.
Well, it suggests to me, though, that the reason these are all open and the trading is because there's people here.
Yeah.
And they're not just locals, are they? Let's face it, a lot of them are going to be tourists.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get down to the waterfront now, yeah. So busy, you actually don't know where to look, do you?
Well, I was looking for a water port.
Yes, I was, but I got distracted by all the boats going around.
I thought coming down onto the foreshore we could look back at some of these properties and see if they still have them. I can't see any evidence at all of them.
Well, if you look up there, there's obviously a set of steps.
Yes.
Going up to the old key house. Now that's got a gate at the top, so I guess that would be a water gate.
Well, yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, and over there, let me just turn the camera around. Have we spotted one?
I think you might have seen one.
Yeah.
So it's just above what I would consider the high water line.
Yes.
And the reason we know that is because there's actually a guide behind you on the wall. Yeah, they've got like a floodgate across it at the moment, but it's clearly an opening there.
Yeah.
So it opens onto the water, so it would make sense that that's what it might have been, isn't it? I'll see if I can film it.
Oh, no, before you go, I think that deserves a high five.
Okay.
Yay. I didn't think we'd actually find one.
No,
I thought they'd all be
either.
blocked in by now. So today the tide is so low that we could actually walk from here to Town Quay. Probably get our feet dirty, but hopefully not wet. However, I think we're going to opt for the walk through the main street just to see how busy it is.
Okay, let's do that.
Oh gosh, it's so busy, it's actually tricky to film today. Since we've been filming for the channel, which we started in about 2016, we have noticed a change in Cornish high streets, with national chains favouring the coastal towns over the inland ones. Coastal high streets must offer sufficient return during the summer months to warrant a presence in the coastal towns 365 days a year. With their presence, other smaller boutique shops can also thrive, bucking the national trend, which must be a tick in the box for tourism. The counter-argument, of course, would be that the jobs on offer are minimum wage and hours are reduced in the slower winter months.
Good afternoon, guys. How are we doing? We doing all right out there? My name's Nick. I've got a few tunes for you this afternoon. Gonna have a little bit of a chill out session. Hope everyone's been enjoying the Regatta so far. Yeah, got a bunch of tunes, got a load of covers. Some stuff that's upbeat and nice to easy to listen to and sing along to. So you're welcome to get involved. And a couple of originals too. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. It's 13 for still frames in your mind, and get on yourself and get help and get some. And tattoos are memories and dead skin on child. And it's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. And it's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. Friends in your mind, and get on yourself and get help and get time. Tattoos on memories and dead skin on child. It was right from the heart, and it's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your
We're enjoying being a tourist for the afternoon.
It's nice people watching, actually.
Yeah, it's just lovely to come somewhere different and do something a bit different, isn't it?
Never been to Fowey Regatta Week either. There's something on every day. I think it's the whole week, obviously. Regatta Week is in the name, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it is all about watching what's going on in the water as well. There's so many boats going up and down.
Yeah, you could sit here for hours and just muse about what everybody's doing. They're all having fun out there, aren't they? And it's cooler on the water. I'd quite like to be out there myself.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, so I'm enjoying myself, but I would like to get somewhere a little bit more peaceful.
I've got the perfect location for us.
Okay.
It's up on top of the hill.
Climbing a hill in this heat?
Yeah.
Gosh, I think I might need an ice cream before we do that. I wondered where you got to. Where have you been?
I was going to get an ice cream.
Oh, okay.
I went down to Ruby's.
Yes.
Right, it's really popular, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a big queue down there.
Okay.
Do you know why I went there?
No.
They sell lovely ice creams. Right.
Indeed.
But they had a famous celebrity in there a couple of days ago.
Oh,
I saw
is
it on
that?
Instagram. Yeah,
Who?
Stanley Tucci.
Oh, he was in the Hunger Games,
Hunger
wasn't
Games,
he?
yeah. And he was also in Devil Wears Prada.
Right. Yes,
He was in that,
of course
wasn't
he was.
Yeah, so he'd been in there a couple of days ago. I was going to ask them in there what he had. I was curious to
What
find
did he
out.
have?
Well, I don't know, because I couldn't get to the front of the queue. It was too busy. But do you know what I think he had?
What?
I think he had a Stanley Tucci fruity flavour. What do you reckon?
That's a groan from me. I'll have one though. That's right, it's quite warm. I keep losing you.
He's sitting on the dock of the bay.
Yeah, I was.
He's very good.
He's excellent, yeah. If I didn't have a video to make, I'd spend all afternoon down there just watching the boats, being entertained by that music. Fabulous, absolutely perfect. So this is the Ship Inn. It was the townhouse of the Rashley family, now a pub. And we have a lovely anecdotal story with the Ship Inn.
I'm going to nip in very quickly because I've got a fabulous stained window in there.
Yes.
See if I can get a shot of it. Back in a sec.
Okay.
You got to see this. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. Wow.
Detail. It's amazing, isn't it?
Ye ships of Fowey haven, preparing to welcome ye armada. Ye ship.
Well, I think Rashley, who's basically, this was his home, wasn't it? This was the merchant's home.
Yeah.
Rashley. I think he sailed with Raleigh and Drake.
Yes.
So time of the Armada.
Do you think that's depicting those characters then?
Yeah.
This pamphlet is from 1982. It was first produced. Not sure if you could hear me. So this pamphlet is from 1982. It was first produced in 1972. A guide to Fowey. Look, 75B. I love these old guides. And it tells us in here that near to the shipping there was an arch. Let me explain. Fowey is approached by descending Lostwithiel Street into the town between cottages that are typically Cornish, and if you've done that you will agree. At the bottom on the right is a toll bar which was joined to the ship hotel by an arch forming the entrance to Trafalgar Square. There's a small window here for collecting a modest sum from the traders and merchants who used to use the town's market facilities. The ship hotel was once the townhouse of the Rashley family and named after their famous ship, Francis of Fowey. Now, just around the corner, somewhere here, is a little small window where they used to collect the tolls that they charge merchants for coming into town. And it was very narrow, it was only the size of a donkey cart. Let me show you what we were looking for. Here is a photograph taken in 1897 to celebrate the Jubilee of Queen Victoria. And this is the side of the ship in. And here is the arch, richly decorated with an abundance of flowers. So we need to just go past that doorway, which I think is just up here. Oh, can't do it at the moment, it's Carver. Okay, so here's the arch that we're looking for, and I think this building here is actually this one here on the right. So the arch would have come over. Now it does say that there's a toll window here somewhere, so shall we just walk up the street and take a look, see if we can find it? Let's have a look. Oh, is this a clue? The toll bar. Well, that's quite a big window. Look! Yes!
Wow!
I think that's it. So you would have chucked your toll in.
It's got to be in there.
Yeah! Yeah, just looking across the street, it's so old, isn't it? You've got the mullioned window and the toll bar.
I know, it's not changed very much, is it? These buildings are incredibly old, and you can tell how narrow this is here. I mean, the modern day vehicles really struggle to get through, don't they?
So in 1962 they decided to make the town a one-way street, but the arches had to come down as tourists began to hit Fowey because vehicles and buses were beginning to go down through the town and they just couldn't fit through the arch anymore. There was a corresponding one at the other end of Full Street.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's for collecting tolls?
Yeah, and to restrict the movement of vehicles, really.
Yeah.
Perhaps they should bring it back.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the arches are specifically referenced in this book, which we used earlier. So it was printed in 1896, and it does say here that the town was actually getting busier with tourism at that point, and it was the death knell for a link to the past, for to make way for the intrusive bus that took tourists from the station to the hotel. The archways at each end of the street, quaint memorials of bygone days, were taken down and every trace of their existence removed. So
Wow.
literally, the toll window is the only thing that remains. Getting towards the end of the day now, it's starting to thin out with the tourists. Maybe they've had enough sun. I know I have. Although I should say, I'm a tourist today. So we're going to just find one last thing in Fowey. Quite an unusual thing for Cornwall. And it's the base of a windmill that used to sit up on top of the hill. So Andrew thinks he knows where it is. Saying that, I don't know where Andrew is. Oh, here he is. So I was just saying we're going to go up the hill now to find the windmill base.
We are, yes. Yeah, sorry, I was busy. I was filming knockers.
It's a very bad habit you've got, filming knockers.
I found a nice one.
Oh,
Shaped like a hand.
oh okay.
Yes.
Fowey isn't all about tourists. It has quite a large harbour here, and it's been used for many, many years to export China clay from Snorstall area, hasn't it? Big ships come up here.
They do. It's surprising, really, because it doesn't look very far as a crossing.
No.
But some of the ships that come in here are huge, aren't they? Really, really long ships. The thing that surprised me is some of the cruise ships that now come into here.
Hasn't the world
The
docked here for a
yes,
while?
it has. Yeah, and I think the biggest one that they've had in, I think that vehicle's moving.
Ooh, okay. That would not look good, would it?
I don't think that would,
No. Yeah, big pole on my head.
I think the biggest one that they had in was in 2023. I think it was called the Spirit of Adventure.
Right.
Oh, it was massive, absolutely massive. I'll have to look up how big it was now. I know it broke the record though. It's over like 800 foot long, I think.
You are good.
Spirit of Adventure, good old Google. 774 foot long.
Wow.
It's long, isn't it? Yeah.
Gosh, we've just got a glimpse of the water behind your head there as well. So we'll make our way up to Fowey Hall Hotel now, aren't we?
We are, yes.
Have some fantastic views from up there. It's quite a steep hill. What are you doing?
Do you like my hair?
It's falling out, darling.
Isn't it? That didn't work, did it?
No.
All right. I'll put it back.
I tell you what though, it's a lovely creeping rosemary. It smells amazing.
It's smelling delicious. Smell my hair.
Oh yeah.
Nice, isn't it?
Lovely.
Go in again.
Oh no, should we leave him to it? Oh, he is too. Honestly. Goodness sake. Worst case of dandruff I've ever seen.
Lavender scent.
No, rosemary.
Oh,
darling.
rosemary.
Rosemary.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Same stuff.
Fowey is definitely built on a hill. Wow. It's steep. I know why I married you now. That is just what I need. Thank you so much.
No problem.
That's better.
You could put a swimming pool in, an outdoor pool since we were stayed here last.
Yes, very noisy.
Well, it's very popular today.
Very popular.
today.
Yeah. So whereabouts are we headed then, Andrew?
Well, I've seen it on Google Maps. I think it's still in the grounds of the hotel. I
Okay.
think it's up that way somewhere, but I might be wrong.
Oh, I hope you're not. As we said earlier, this was originally a private house owned by Charles Hanson, and it took him 10 years to build it.
Started in 1889, completed in 1899.
One of the best views in Fowey, let's face it.
Yeah, so he was born, I believe, in Fowey, and then quite a young age he went abroad. He went off to Canada and made his fortune.
Right.
I think he was involved in stockbroking.
Yes. Yeah, I read that bit.
And eventually he made his way back to Fowey, and he wanted this built. And the rumour was that he had this built high up on top of the hill, So his first love apparently that lived in Polruan,
Yes.
who I should imagine possibly jilted him.
Right.
But when she looked out of her window, she could see
No.
what he'd amassed and what
all she could see was what she didn't say yes to.
Yes. Yeah, but that is just a rumour. But it's a good rumour, isn't it? I quite like that rumour. Might not be true.
But I don't know if I'd want to be married to a man that could be that spiteful.
He was the first Cornishman, apparently, to be Lord Mayor of London.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Yeah.
Lovely house. Imagine that as a private house. Impressive. That doesn't look like it.
No. It's kind of that way somewhere.
That way somewhere. Well, there's a
Yeah.
hedge there.
Okay, this might have to go through the car park, public car park, to find it.
This was just an excuse to come in and have a tour around Fowey Hall Hotel, wasn't it? To feel like we could afford it.
So ironically, this windmill that we're heading towards was actually a navigational aid for shipping, because it was so prominent.
One
you could see
that we
it.
can't find now.
You can't find it. No.
It's ironic. Yeah, we're definitely in a car park now.
Okay, the clues are everywhere, Sarah.
Yeah, Windmill House.
It's over there.
What's that then?
Okay.
I think we might have found it. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
It's always good to find something that you're looking for. Gosh, it doesn't look very much like a windmill now. Let's take a closer look. Are you sure it's a windmill?
Yeah, it's definitely.
Oh, wow. Oh. So we have indeed found the base of the old windmill that was in Fowey. Now we've got this old photograph from 1879, and on the hill you can see the windmill. It's got quite a patchy history. There is a custom that as mills failed and were wrecked or burnt, that they would then be rebuilt on the same spot using timbers from the original mill, which is why they think this is the site of the mill since 1296. In fact, in the history of Fowey, it does say here that Fowey must have been steadily growing, and in 1296, Roger de Langurtho, he leased the old windmill to Roger the carpenter. So there's obviously a lot of men at that time called Roger. And then at that time it would have been a timber construction, and it wasn't until the 16th century that windmills actually became stone. As its current state suggests, it's not in the condition it was when it was being used as a mill. And in fact, Charles Hanson is believed to have had this as a folly in his own garden, and that's why we've got such a fancy doorway and fancy window. What's next?
Roger the backpack carrier.
Roger that.
I thought you was going to say Roger de Courcy. Do you remember him with Nookie Bear? Do you remember him?
No.
No, okay.
Roger Moore?
Oh, Roger Moore, okay.
Yeah. Any more Rogers have you?
The Jolly Roger.
There might be one out there.
Yeah.
So we've got some buttresses supporting this old structure and everything now. Andrew, I can't even believe this was a landmark from sea. There's such dense foliage between us and the water. Look, Polruan is in that gap over there.
It's very well camouflaged now, isn't it? So you've got all the trees obviously grown up around it. It's a lovely feature of Fowey. It's hidden as well, isn't it? It's how busy the town was. There's nobody up here.
No.
I think the only place in Fowey where there's nobody else. Great. There's even a bench. Perfect. So Charles Hanson was obviously a very wealthy man.
Yeah.
He decided he wanted this as a folly. And this stone is beautifully cut.
It's
curved on
for
this
the doorway,
corner.
isn't it?
But
Yeah.
It's almost, well, it follows the shape, obviously, because it's round.
Yeah, it's not right angled, is it? And that window, look at the window support. Is that hexagonal or octagonal? It's amazing.
It's even got a design going across the bottom.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if that's come off something else, or whether that was especially cut for this.
Good point. I don't know. We'll never know, will we? Unless we can dig in the archives of Fowey Hall Hotel. Sycamores are enjoying it now. It needs another wealthy philanthropist to keep it well and truly maintained.
If this was still in the grounds of Fowey Hall Hotel, though,
Oh Oh, it would be a different story, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
you know, imagine if you converted this, you could stay in it for a night.
Oh, Airbnb.
I'd like to stay in a converted windmill. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Let's go home, see if we can do that. So we spent the afternoon in Fowey, joining in with the tourists. Going back to that question, are tourists annoying? Shall I go first?
Go on then.
When I'm being a tourist, tourists are fine. I don't have a problem. I love being a tourist myself. So no, for me, tourists are not annoying. You live in Cornwall, you get used to it. It's just part of the cycle and rhythm of the year.
Yeah,
isn't it?
I'd echo that completely. We've always lived in Cornwall, and this is normality to us. We know this.
Yeah.
We generally, as a rule of thumb, in the middle of August, we'll avoid the most popular tourist places because we've just got a personal preference. We prefer it a little bit quieter.
Yeah, and also we have the luxury, because we're Cornish and we live in Cornwall, we have the luxury of being able to visit at any time of the year, and we can leave it to you guys to enjoy in the summer.
Yes, but I've been pleasantly surprised. I know the town is quite, well, obviously it's lots of people there, and it's the traffic that probably causes the biggest problem, I should imagine, with Fowey.
Bring back the arches.
Yes, yeah, they had it right back then, didn't they? But most people, they seem to be having a lovely time, didn't they? And I've enjoyed coming out and looking around Fowey today and finding such beautiful places like this one at the windmill.
So it is still possible to escape tourists if you don't like them. So
just need to know where to look.
Do you like tourists? Do you like being a tourist? Perhaps you can let us know in the comments. But for now, I think Andrew's going to say subscribe and all that jazz.
If you enjoyed today's video, give us a thumbs up. You know it helps us out. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe.
Yes, and we're Cornish and we're walking, and we'll see you next time. Bye. For now.